The second term of the BJP government began with some bad news. India is no longer the fastest growing large economy in the world. For the first time in nearly 2 years, India has fallen behind China. The numbers are not encouraging. In the March quarter of the last year, the economy grew by just 5.8%. The annual GDP stood at 6.8%. That's a 5-year low. These numbers do not paint a bright picture. There is a clear economic slowdown. People are not spending enough. There is weak consumer demand. If that wasn't enough, the unemployment numbers are worse. The jobless data, the unemployment rate was at 6.1%. That's a 45-year high. Clearly, the new finance minister has her task cut out. All eyes now will be on the next budget. And there is hope that Nirmala Sitharaman can announce some major steps to revive the economy. What can she do? The nature of this problem is complex, and it needs a complex solution. Demand for cars and other automobiles is down. Demand for bank credit is low. Demand for fast-moving consumer goods and consumer items like milk, medicines, vegetables, and more is no longer growing. Basically, a large number of Indians are holding back from spending within the markets. The unemployment numbers have added to the concerns. Some problems can be fixed in the short term. India's economy has been driven by domestic consumption, so giving more money into the hands of the people could help in the short term. Last week, the BJP government extended the PM Kisan scheme to all farmers. The scheme was introduced as part of this year's interim budget. Small farmers were promised 6,000 rupees a year. Now, all farmers in India are entitled to this benefit. All of them will get the 6,000 SOP. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman could consider income tax cuts for her first budget. The BJP had made this promise during the campaign. It will give more money into the hands of the common man, more money to spend. Other challenges like jobs need a long-term solution. Weak export numbers are also a roadblock for creating jobs. Boosting exports is both a challenge and an opportunity for the Modi government. Several business persons feel that India has an opportunity to make the most of the trade war between America and China. Some have raised demands for cuts in tariff rates. There are other options to boost export levels as well. The government could come up with a new and major export promotion scheme. Beyond that, India needs reforms to give small and medium-sized businesses a boost. And for that, they need cheap credit. And that brings us to the third major problem that ails the Indian economy: bad loans. A major challenge for the finance minister will be to fix the liquidity crisis of public sector banks. Bad loans have left a major hole in their balance sheets. It's a crisis that has been much talked about, but the situation demands urgent action from the government. Recovery of bad loans has not been fast enough. The Modi government laid the foundation to fix the situation in its first tenure. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code was introduced. It was the most significant financial sector reform of the Modi government. The aim was to give a speedy resolution of stressed assets valued at more than 10 lakh crores. So far, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code has had a success rate of around 43%. But the Modi government needs to do more. India's public sector banks need more. According to credit rating companies, public sector banks need an infusion of up to 40,000 crore rupees. It is unlikely that the government will fully recapitalize